nutritionists across the world make women undereat so much. So my goal now, and what I've now been pursuing with a vengeance for the last about 5 months, is building conversations around food and your personal relationship with food, which is more rooted in behavior than in the actual 5 grams of chia seeds and 10 grams of walnuts a day. Hi, I'm Nayantara. I'm a functional nutrition coach and a chef. I've been cooking for the last 13 years now, professionally. I started cooking when I was 11 or 12 years old, originally at home. And it was just a very natural progression to pick that as a career as well. And luckily, straight out of school, I had the opportunity to join Oberoi Hotels for an undergrad program that they run, which is an on-the-job training. So I technically didn't go to like college. I just joined the workforce, which for someone who's in an industry where your hands are where you build skill, I think that did me good. Nutrition happened because I realized I wanted to become someone I did not have access to. In communities like ours, and now in a world which is so small, like sitting here, we watch stories of people all around the world. When you grow up as a fat kid, very few people ever actually talk to you about it, no holds barred. Very few people actually talk to you about your wellness. There are, of course, comments and things that are thrown at you. Um, but in the many years that I tried losing weight, I went to nutritionists, I went to doctors. I thought that getting onto thyroid medication would suddenly be the magic that I needed to change my weight, my relationship with my weight and my body. Um, I was put on to, like almost every second other woman in today's day and age, I was diagnosed with PCOS. And to control the PCOS, I was put on OCPs with no one ever telling me what will actually happen to me, to my body, to my mind with that. And oh man, I don't wish that on anybody. But no one would listen. No one would want to talk about what my relationship with food was, right? And for someone who'd been cooking for so long, food has been the center point of my life's existence. It is cooking for people is my love language, feeding people is my love language, feeding myself is my love language. And Of course, that leads to more complex things. Food is where all of our emotions reside, right? Like we grieve around food, we celebrate with food, we treat ourselves to food. And as I started delving into this space more, I realized that so many of us punish ourselves through the same thing. So how do you work towards changing that? That's what I do in the nutrition space now, and it's really rewarding because I get to see change and impact on a day-to-day basis. Whether it's someone messaging me to say that just today morning a client message saying I walked up a flight of stairs and I wasn't panting at the end of it, or someone who turns around and says, I really enjoyed my pizza while I was PMSing, instead of going down this massive guilt trip that, oh, I hate a pizza. Um, yeah, that's on the whole nutrition end of things. On the other part of my work, which I do believe is long term, big future hope and impact stuff, which is in the climate resilience space. Um, I think my work in the nutrition space is also deeply rooted in chasing longevity uh, of both planet and people. And I grew up in a home where dinner table conversations were not gossip, but were about the war in the Gulf or how India has a water crisis. And yeah, my family's conversations. I think we should have done podcasts before podcasts were cool, and it would have been great fun. But I think now I'm at this beautiful center point of this Venn diagram where I get to look at both my parents' legacies and carry them forward in my own fashion. My mother has put her life's work in health communication and public health structures and building advocacy. And my dad's work is in the space of science communication, especially agriculture, space, climate. And I think I'm in the middle where I'm using all of this that I grew up with into really spreading actual actionable stuff.